All right, fellas, what is going on, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video. It's your boy Tech, and yes, still trying to get somewhat acclimated and back into the swing of things since the return from AX, so please bear with me. But in today's video, I wanted to go over information regarding upcoming events and speculation and prediction on what I think Bandai could possibly have in the tuck for us as we get closer and closer to October 11th. This month's character reveal and new trailer should hopefully be right around the corner within the next week or so as well. So if you guys have been enjoying all of the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero content recently, consider leaving a like on this video, and I can assure you, if you've been here for Dragon Ball content period, that loyalty is more than appreciated, and we will be covering Dragon Ball Daima and any other series, whether it be Super's possible return or anything else Dragon Ball related. So as we expand our horizons and adapt to the changes in the Dragon Ball franchise, just wanted to say that one time clearly and concisely for everybody. But without further ado, let's get right back into these Sparking Zero event updates and predictions. Okay, fellas, so starting off from the top here, I feel like if we're going to talk about and mention upcoming events that are supposed to feature Dragon Ball Sparking Zero's demo at them, we got to go over EVO 2024 first, since that is next up. So I went ahead and took it upon myself to pull up siliconera.com so we can go ahead and go over their article in regards to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and EVO this year. So starting off, their first paragraph is going to state that more people will get a chance to play Dragon Ball Sparking Zero soon, as an EVO 2024 demo is on the way. Bandai Namco revealed the upcoming PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC game will show up at this event. Now, obviously, our first and maybe only question is, will this be a brand new build, or is this going to be the same demo build that was at Anime Expo and Summer Games Fest and I think Gamescom and things like that? It's been a couple of events over the past month or two that we've seen from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. So the next paragraph is going to say, we don't have too many details about the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero demo just yet, but Bandai Namco said that this will be one of the first playable appearances of the game. And yeah, we just listed a couple of other events that it was playable at too. Many of the characters such as Goku and Vegeta will appear in the Arena Fighter. We do know the final game will have a story mode and over 160 characters from this series in it, 164 to be a little bit more exact. This will be one of 2 games from the developer and publisher at the event, as it's also noted it will have Tekken 8 there as well. In addition to being a part of the main EVO 2024 lineup, alongside titles like Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive, and Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, there will be demo stations for that fighter as well. So if I'm reading this correctly, and forgive me if I'm not, I've never been to EVO myself, I think it's pretty cool for them to have all these demo stations for these other fighting game titles as well, like Tekken 8 and Guilty Gear Strive, especially with games like those constantly announcing and coming out with new DLC characters as well. I think that's pretty cool for the fans to get their hands on. Prior to this reveal, they're going to say down here at the bottom, Bandai Namco shared more details about characters and features in the fighter. For example, players will be able to set up custom battle scenes. Also, the latest roster update includes characters like Future Trunks, Goku Black, Super Saiyan Rose, and Mr. Satan, along with Super Vegito and Yajirobe. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero will appear on the PS5, Xbox Series X and S as we know, and PC on October 11th, 2024. EVO will be held at the Las Vegas Convention Center West Hall in Las Vegas, Nevada between July 19th through the 21st, 2024. So obviously I can't say for certain and I don't know for sure, but I'm still holding out faith that eventually there will be a new demo build at one of these later events, probably the closer we get to the game's release. With EVO coming up this weekend from the 19th to the 21st, I don't know if they would announce something like that or just have the newer build there waiting at the booth for people to play. Trust me, at this point, I know we're all kind of getting tired and ready to see a different build for this game, but what can we really do? Outside of some of the graphical updates and little things like map selection, I think the Anime Expo build was more or less the exact same demo everyone else had been playing for what feels like over a month now. I get that, trust me, but at the same time, a lot of people that are complaining wouldn't be complaining if they were the ones getting to play, so I'm sorry, a lot of that just has to get taken with a grain of salt. Now, where I do think a newer build would make a lot of sense is about a month out from release. Late August, early September, something like that, just to boost the marketing and promotion even more, and with the release of Daima on the horizon as well, we need this kind of Dragon Ball double whammy for max anticipation. especially with Daima already being confirmed for the game down the line. If you guys remember, and don't worry, I'll have this image here for you all, the road tour for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero spans from this month until I think the last date might have actually been like mid-November or something like that. So this is like a month after the game's already been released. So I don't know if you guys remember the exact dates and locations and everything like that, but don't worry, I'll make sure to put the image up here for you guys. The road tour for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero spans from this month, there might have been a June date on there, I'm not sure, until I think the last date was actually like somewhere mid-November. So this is a month after the game's already been released. Now, me personally, and I'm not telling anyone else to think like this, but I am gonna err on the side of being under the belief that any event past, like, let's get real close to release date, like October 1st or something like that, could potentially have maybe a brand new build or possibly even the full game at the booth for people to enjoy. I could be wrong, but I don't think Bandai would keep on putting out this early demo version at all of their in-person events, especially post the game's release. Not only does that really not make sense for continued marketing in my head, but it also defeats the purpose of them obviously wanting more people to come out to these events, which we can clearly see that by how they've been moving all summer. No indication of an online public demo or server stress test yet, so this leads me to believe that they are really trying to get people out more and interact with the community. Of course, this is all speculation and prediction by me, fellas, so don't take any of this as fact. This is just what makes sense to me moving forward. Now, again, we're already halfway through July. Evo is in a few days, and I don't really know what event would be the most appropriate for a new build to show up at if they wanted to present one to us with, like, what, less than 90 days left at this point? San Diego Comic-Con is underway right now. Evo is in a few days, so I think the next big one would be Anime NYC, right? Anime NYC is at the end of August, around the 23rd or 24th, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the next event that I would keep my eye on after Evo. And honestly, I might even try to slide out there since it's on the East Coast. But because there hasn't been a ton of confirmation and we really don't know what Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is planning on doing after Evo leading up until the release date, I'm going to give you guys a few more dates and events that I'm personally keeping an eye on when it comes to looking for a new demo build or just news and footage period from Sparking Zero. And to all my international viewers, these are going to be all American events going on. Anime Fest / Games Fest is July 25th through the 28th in Texas. Anime Impulse takes place in Phoenix, August 3rd through the 4th, and a couple of these events in early September like San Japan in San Antonio, August 30th through September 1st, and Anime Impulse Orange County in Anaheim from the 31st to the 1st as well. If we do eventually end up getting an updated demo version in the future, guys, what are some things that you're looking forward to seeing besides obviously some different characters? Let me know down below in the comments. Now me, I'm a fighting game lover through and through, bro, so all of the characters we know about currently being in a new demo isn't really my main concern outside of, I guess, like a content mindset. As time goes by and more people continue watching the game, getting more comfortable with it and playing it themselves, things are gonna start looking more per usual, I guess, and we'll gain a better overall understanding of everything, and that's what I'm more so focused on. People getting more used to and showing off the mechanics, both new and old, movement and approaches not looking as awkward, I guess, and just overall cleaner and more uniform gameplay, which I feel like is a lot more significant for us to see. How the game itself is improving over time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, because we already know that the characters are coming and the combos are going to look cool. And also, but I'll preface this by saying this is just a cosmetic thing, I'd like to see if they actually change the character select screen at all in any new demo build, because adding a batch of new characters to a character select screen we're already not too fond of is going to be kind of interesting. Now, a lot of us don't like how the character select screen or roster is presented in the demo. We've talked about this numerous times already, and while I don't think it's going to look like that on release, who knows how many demo versions we'll see in these final few weeks with a lot of events left. Man, in a new demo version at one of these events, if they just opt to never do an online public test, I'm still holding out for local split screen multiplayer to pop up at one of these events before the game's release, so we can really get you guys some good legit gameplay against one another, which I know we really want to see, so pray for that too, trust me. But I do think that is going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. A small update and some things to look forward to for the future of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I hope I gave you guys some dates to mark on your calendar. Now remember, I cannot guarantee anything and I know nothing, but this is just what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be approaching these next couple of weeks to months. So let me know down below in the comments what your plan is. Are you going to be going to any of these events in the near future? If so, let me know. Maybe I'll be at one of them as well. But anyways, shout out to all of you guys that made it until the end of the video. Remember, I don't know and can't guarantee anything, but until the game comes out and is in my possession, I'm gonna be putting boots to the ground, trying to learn as much as I can and get as much footage for you guys as I can. But anyways, have a great day, and I'm gonna do my best to see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.